Siddhartha became a wandering ascetic, seeking wisdom from India's greatest teachers. First, he studied with Alara Kalama, mastering deep meditation until he could enter a state of nothingness. But it didn't solve suffering, it just paused it. Next, he joined Uddaka Ramapada, reaching even higher states of consciousness. Still, no lasting peace. So, he turned to extreme asceticism. With 5 companions, he starved himself in the forests of Uruvala. His ribs poked through his skin, his eyes sank, and he could barely stand. He thought punishing the body would free the mind. But one day, near death, he heard a boatman tuning a lute. If the strings were too tight, they snapped; too loose, they wouldn't play. Balance was the key. That moment shifted everything. A village girl, Sujata, offered him a bowl of rice and milk. His companions scoffed; he'd abandoned their harsh path. But Siddhartha ate, bathed in the river, and sat under a fig tree, later called the Bodhi tree. At 35, he vowed not to rise until he found the truth. That night, as the full moon rose, he faced his final test. As Siddhartha meditated, Mara, the tempter, think of him as doubt and desire personified, attacked. Mara sent visions of lust, fear, and pride to break him. Who are you to seek enlightenment? Mara taunted. Siddhartha touched the earth, calling it to witness his goodness across lifetimes. The ground trembled, and Mara fled. For 45 years, the Buddha wandered northern India, teaching kings, merchants, farmers, even outcasts. He had no home, just a bowl and robes, living on alms. His message was simple yet profound: suffering comes from clinging, to pleasure, to pain, to self. Let go, and find peace. He taught meditation to calm the mind, ethics to live harmlessly, and wisdom to see reality as it is, impermanent, interconnected, without a fixed me.